Yes, hope all of us are doing fine. My name is Ernest, and this is Ernest Sciences and Mathematics TV channel. In this particular discussion, I'm going to look at a set of averages referred to as quantiles. And this, of course, as I said, quantiles constitute the deciles, percentiles, and the quartiles. And in this case, I'm going to look at the concept of percentiles. Now, I mentioned earlier that this basically a set of averages are going to be classifying data depending on specific positions. And this, of course, are going to be the values of these particular averages in a set of data, which is going to, of course, as I said, depend on their particular position in the distribution. And in this case, the percentiles are going to be measures that are going to divide the frequency distribution into 100 equal parts. And of course, we're going to see that these particular divisions can be given in terms of pi, whereby the value of I is going to be given between the range of 1 to last value of 99 given as such. So in this case, as we said, we can represent the percentiles as P1 for the first percentile, P2 for the second percentile, up to P99 for the 99th percentile given as such. And in this case, as we said, for us finding a specific Pith percentile, we are going to consider the case of the relationship which we are basically given that is analogous to the deciles, which is given as Pith is equivalent to the product between the ith, of course, percentile, the number of observations divided by 100 given as such. So this is going to be a general formula for us in finding the Pith percentile. And for our group data, we're going to have a different type of relationship, which is going to give us a particular Pith percentile given using the Pith is equivalent to the lower class boundary of the percentile class. And then we're going to have this one added to the class size of the percentile class given in terms of W, divided by the frequency of this ith or the Pith percentile, or the frequency of the percentile class given as such. And of course, we shall have this one multiplied with this specific value that we have given for in over 100 minus the cumulative frequency of the class preceding the Pith percentile given as such. So in this case, I've listed a number of terms which I've given in this particular order. Perhaps I'm going to elaborate on what these specific terms imply. So I'm going to do away with this. So we shall have, as I said, this specific Pi representing a particular percentile for the range of numbers falling between 1 to the 99th percentile. And then we shall have this lower class boundary of the percentile class represented as such. So this is going to be the lower class boundary of the percentile class. And then we shall have this specific W representing the size of the percentile class. Size of the percentile class. And then we shall have this specific FPI representing the frequency of the percentile class, but this is going to be a less than type frequency of that specific percentile. And then we shall have this other value of n representing the number of observations. And then we shall have this other value of C, which I said is the cumulative frequency of the class preceding the particular percentile class. So this is going to be the cumulative frequency of the class preceding the percentile class. And then of course we are going to, we're going to have these specific representations given as such. And as I said, of course, this is going to form a set of relationship that are going to give us a specific value for finding the ith percentile. Now in this case, we're going to see that for us to find this specific percentile, these are going to constitute the smallest cumulative frequency of a less than type greater than or equivalent to this specific value. And of course, I'm going to give a specific example in my subsequent discussions on how we can evaluate a particular set of percentiles given a frequency, of course, a kind of out of group data given in a particular set of perhaps a class and the frequency, which I'm going to just elaborate as I've said. Now, in this case, catch us in our next video, and also check our description boxes for various links of other videos which are going to assist us, of course, understand the whole concept of statistics. So that is it for now, guys. Bye. God bless you. Catch us in our next video.